is filled with promise in this new year. We are living in a world of certain realities. I would like to think that in the new year, our faith family would be able to do more than we have ever done, and that's the promise that propels me forward. That we will continue all of our programs and all of our ministries and all of our activities in significant and profound ways. And we must bring that attitude into the new year. We are also mindful, every one of us, that sometimes circumstances change as we live forward in our lives. And I am often reminded by those who move from active employment to retirement that it is a drastic change in the way in which they live their lives. Sometimes it's a drastic economic change. And we know that we are living in a period in the history of our society when there has been a prolonged recession. So prolonged, in fact, that now there are many families finding in their mature years, when they're getting ready to retire, that they're having to help out their kids survive. And that there are other major demands on them to hold life together. And we are very aware of that. We understand it. We know what it means. As a faith family, we live into the promise of this new year, aware that our time, our talent, is a treasured gift. And we may have to live with less financial resource as a result of everything that is happening around us, but we will survive and be strong and be determined in our effort to offer the programs that exist in the life of our church. Coming back to the personal, the same thing unfolds in our personal lives. When circumstances change, when economic necessities require new habits, or that we change the way in which we live, we can still live fully, robustly, with God's blessing, because there is nothing that cannot be accomplished when God is speaking actively into our personal lives and into the life of our faith family. We bring into this new time God's optimism, God's desire for us to make a difference in the settings where we live our lives, and God's intention to bless our lives. I'm struck in the gospel lesson about the blessing that occurs. A blessing is a profound thing. We all are praised, we are all congratulated, we all experience certain successes, but how often do we experience a blessing from someone else? And today, when we share the peace of Christ, I would like us to intentionally offer a blessing to each other. May God's blessing be with you. May God's voice be speaking and active in your life. May God's presence give promise and meaning to the days ahead. And may you truly experience the gift of the new beginning of a new year. Lay aside the baggage of the old. Each of us is living in a new time. Let us live into that new time with an enthusiasm and a desire to make a difference for each other and for our faith family. Let us pray.